I know it's been a while since I've done a rhyming video. The suspense is probably killing you, a silly joke, but here we go. I want to take a second while you're on the edge of your seats to give a brief introduction to the Baramundi Management Suite. Here we go. First and foremost, there's inventory. That's seeing what you're meant to see carefully. Shadow IT is dead, essentially. Protecting each of your IT endpoints more effectively starts with the ability to control them centrally. Next, deploy. I call that the heart of the suite. It's probably the single most important part of the suite. Not only can you push out scripts and any applications, but you could do patch management, avoiding violations of cybersec frameworks demanding that you patch. We provide you with the tools and all the content to match. I mean, sure, the Microsoft stuff is there, it's readied, it's dispatched, but we go so much further than just Microsoft packs. So let's talk MSW. There's always so much to do, but if the third-party stuff's the software that troubles you, then we got you covered, no bother. Java to GIMP, there's installers, uninstallers, patches, and updates within, but patching, it isn't enough. Because patching, everything's tough, and how do you know you'll even actually patch in all of your stuff? But chill, we've got you covered. There's no need for you to panic. We'll set your mind at ease with our vulnerability scanning. Now, the automation module, that helps you do things fast. I'm talking automated sequencing of routine tasks. Whether it's drag and drop or GUI record action, it's all there, even deploying applications with no native installer. A tool you need your hands in, that every team's demanding. A studio will automate the process you command it, but don't think it's there to replace your team. It's for freeing up your staff from those mundane, everyday regimes. Now, here are two that do just what they say on the tin. OS install and OS cloning, man, where should I begin? It's deploying OSs or copy and paste again, and of course there's in-place upgrades for Windows 10. Now the issue you can face is complexity whilst deploying, which in Windows 10 is overcomplicated and annoying. To avoid it, use our custom-built configuration tool, which simplifies selection of which parts you want installed. And speaking of complexity, which sometimes is a blocker, we now have an overlay for managing BitLocker. Defense Control can store your keys, push encryption, then you don't have to faff about after you deployed out Windows 10. MDM, for managing your mobile devices. By the way, we sell this all modular to keep down the prices. But back to mobile. We cover iOS and better guys, we now have the tools to cover Android for enterprise. But with BYOD, we see why you need to rein it in. We heard you please, you urgently need containering. That's why we released Premium, as modern lifestyles demand the split of business and personal profiles. So you can now do that. BND, it's a module for your network that's a dream. It lets you physically map your stuff with SNMP, giving you detailed info, and it grants you freedom to see what ports are used and the connections between them. Now, license management, that really complements the suite, working with inventory and AUT to deliver you control of your contracts with vendors, seeing all the info from the management center. And AUT, that's tracking usage of the apps you deployed, meaning buying extra licenses is something you avoid. Energy management, that's deploying profiles and policies, and remote control, that's obvious, apologies. And that about sums up the modules available. The suite makes achieving the impossible attainable, but wait, there's more. Quickly worth you knowing, if you have mobile workers that you need to be controlling, then we have IEM. That means for you and them that you can still push out jobs even without a VPN. It's pretty useful, right? Now what more do you need? Get in touch, let's discuss some dates for you to POC.